Some Genshin Impact players are whales. But what does that mean? He looks human to me, and so does he. Him too. Yet they're whales. Can I be a whale too? I told my friend about how I whaled $150 on the Zhongli banner, and he looked at me disgusted. Maybe I didn't whale hard enough? In all seriousness, Genshin Impact was my first entry into the gacha genre of gaming, and it isn't initially what got me into the game, but has kept me playing. For me, what first drew me in was exploring a vast open world and experiencing the story. I didn't really understand gacha and what that entails until unlocking the wish system, and I at first didn't pay all that much attention to wishing. I used the free wishes I was given with the launch appreciation rewards and managed to pull Jean, and I was happy with that. I wasn't going to spend money on a free-to-play game. Then I started watching Genshin Impact gameplay on YouTube, and I saw Venti's gameplay. And I thought, man, that looks cool. Then I did the trial run, and I really enjoyed playing with them, but I wasn't going to spend just yet. I kept playing, immersing myself in the world, paying attention to the story, and once I was done with the content Genshin had at launch, I didn't just want Venti because he was fun to play. I wanted him for his character and his design. The aesthetic of the game grew on me the longer I played it, and the more I played it, the more I started to really like and appreciate the character designs. Each character has something going for it. Some are really cute, some show just enough skin, some have massive amounts of drip, and some have Bulbasaur. I mean, I could go on, and that is what I love about this game. Every character feels so unique and interesting. At first I had no intention to spend money on this game, but before I knew it, Genshin had me by the wallet. I have wished on every banner except for the Ganyu, Hutao, and Yoimiya banner. I've managed to convince myself why I need the new character pretty much every time one is released, and I didn't realize how much money I've spent until I checked recently. At first I was thinking $400, maybe $500. I mean, I have been playing since day one. Well, it turns out once I added it all up, it wasn't $400 or $500. It wasn't close. It was $1,025. Double what I had originally thought. Thankfully, this money was expendable and losing it all doesn't hurt me in any way, shape, or form, but I was impressed with how I let the money just slip by me. I was not holding myself accountable at all. Now, do I regret spending all this money? Not really. I've enjoyed this game a tremendous amount, and I've pretty much been playing it non-stop for the entire year. I mean, if I could take back some of the characters I wished for, it'd probably be Zhao and Klee. Sorry to the people that made them, it's just, I don't use them that much. Now, do I consider myself a whale? More of a dolphin. I'm spending money on gacha. I feel like I understand why people call themselves dolphins, whales, and other sea creatures. It just sounds better. I would rather call myself a dolphin than someone that spent $1,025 on a video game. Not that there's anything inherently wrong with spending money as long as you have the disposable income. For me, I think the gacha community's way of calling each other different sea creatures helps make the spending more comfortable, and that even extends to someone that isn't in the gacha, but instead someone looking in from the outside, because in my experience in real life, calling yourself a dolphin leads to a better reaction than dropping a specific dollar amount. I think this is okay, as it's a self-aware jab at ourselves that adds fun to what we have done, and I don't really believe it's used to glorify the act of spending itself, but more towards joking about what we've already spent. It's easy to feel shame about spending money on different things, but when you have a hobby or a favorite thing, it normally isn't free, and the way the gacha community pokes lighthearted fun at each other is really nice, and I can appreciate how they don't take themselves too seriously. Now, there was a whole ass anime arc that occurred last year about the ethics of the gacha system, centering around the YouTuber Mtashed. Now, Mtashed is my favorite Genshin Impact content creator alongside Tectone. He felt that the content creators wishing was baiting normal players into wishing, and the rates of the gacha system were predatory and they were god awful, which they are. But I really appreciated his genuine take on the gacha system and how content creators can have an impact on it. But for me personally, I never felt like I wanted to wish more from watching content creators. In fact, it usually does the opposite for me. It has especially made me stay away from the weapon banner. Like, Tectone made like a video, I think it was like the Staff of Homo weapon banner, and he just got like fucking Wolf's gravestone after Wolf's gravestone, and like that shit has made me stay away from that banner. I mean, I will rarely wish on that banner after seeing that. Now, the rates of Genshin Impact, as I said, are fucking terrible. I will never recommend wishing in this game because you will probably not get what you want. And if you wish on the weapon banner, you definitely won't get what you want, unless you're willing to spend thousands. But if you do end up wishing in Genshin Impact, please be mindful and hold yourself accountable. If you don't pay attention, you will spend a shit ton of money without even realizing it. Do not spend money you don't have, it really isn't worth it. If you're a new player coming into 2.1, consider this a warning and have fun. The game's really enjoyable, probably like my top 3 video games of all time. Hell, maybe it's even my number 1. Is this your first gacha experience? What do you think about the gacha in Genshin Impact? Do you consider yourself a whale? Let me know. Thanks for listening.
Tendo Bansho!